Hey everybody, it's Brett with Zen and Yard of Triathlon coming to you with a really cool tip on how to get tire sealant into a presta tube. This is kind of hard to do. It's actually really easy to do, it's just hard to find out how. I searched all over the internet and found written instructions and on occasion some pictures and some horror stories on misadventures with this. And I've done it enough times now where I think that we can put a video on the web and show everybody how to do this really easy like. So let me move the camera in real close. And let's pan down right about here. So, okay, what we have here is two different kinds of tire sealant. I brought these two in so that we can work with these and talk about them for a second. This one right here is better for high pressure tires. It's called Stan's. It's a synthetic sealant, so it just works better with high pressure tires. The thing is it only lasts 2 to 7 months. So I would say probably an average 5 to 6 months. And then you need to throw out the whole tube because it won't work anymore. And this will last for years and years and years and years. But in my experience and many other people's experience, it doesn't seal punctures that are in high pressure tubes. So road tires have 120 psi, so this won't work so well with road bikes. So my experiences lately is I used to use this kind of stuff all the time. This also, you can find this at a brand called Slime. I used to use this all the time, but now I'm kind of moving towards this because I ride road bikes with a higher pressure all the time. So I'm gonna move to the side here and we're gonna do this. The first thing is a presta tube is a tube, where'd you go? With this kind of little nozzle thing. Let's do this. That kind of valve. All right, and what you do is you get a set of pliers like this, and you unscrew the tip. Maybe we should move this totally to the macro mode. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so I've clamped it down, I've unscrewed the tip. Whoop. I leave it in the pliers. It's really easy to lose, so you need to be very careful with that. And this thing is loose now, and this is the actual valve, and it goes up into here. So I push it up and turn the whole thing like that, and then I can grab the piece. Sometimes you can't, but it's okay. And you take the good, you take the bad, take the bad, half the facts of life. Take this, and you cut the tip off of the. Actually, you can do this while it's still hanging down. The problem is you don't want to lose this piece up into the tube, and then you have to find it in the tube and then thread it back into here, which is just hard to do. So you take this and you cut the tip of the plastic bottle so that it's just about the size of the thing you're going to thread it onto, and because it's plastic and this other part's metal, it'll just thread on like this. There we go. And you see how I'm holding right here with my fingers? And that's to keep that piece of metal from getting lost down into the tube, hopefully. So then I squeeze. Yep, squeeze it in. There we go. Oh yeah, I heard it. There it goes. Oh yeah. Get all that stuff in there. So I'm using about half a bottle of the stands, maybe a third of a bottle. I've sealed a flat with like a tenth of a bottle. This stuff is awesome. And I can feel the piece of metal. There it is right there. Oh, sorry, y'all can't see it. And let's knock this back down. Hello? Where are you? Hold on, I'm gonna go get my pump real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. This little piece sometimes doesn't like to come back out unless you pressurize the tire, and then it makes it pop back out. So I had to do that real quick. And anyway, then you take this piece, remember, that was on the pliers, and you can either with your hand carefully grab it out of the pliers. Where'd you go? There you are. And thread it back on. Like that. Once you thread this thing off once with pliers, it's a little hard to get off, so you need pliers. I actually tore up my thumb the other day trying to get one off without using pliers. But once it's off once with pliers, it easily, with just a little, it only has a little bit of resistance. You can easily take it off and put it back on without pliers. So then, from then on out, you need to be a little bit careful that you don't completely lose this thing. But anyway, so now this tube is got tire sealant in it, and so what I do is I put on my calendar that I need to buy a new tube in about 5 months. And like I said, I've used this tire sealant stands several times now to fix flats, and it is amazing. So once you put it in your tube once, you are set for a long time, because it really does work really well. So strategies for racing include cyclists don't like to put tire sealant in their tires because it weights down the tires, and then the in their tubes, it weights down the tubes because rotational weight, this is on a spinning object, is even worse than weight itself. So just suspended weight. So some people won't put the stands in until they've actually had a flat, and what they do is they go ahead and unscrew this once so that it's easy to get off and on. They go ahead and pre-cut this thing, and then they carry it, and then if they happen to have a flat during a race, they screw it on real quick. They turn the tube so that they turn the tire so that this is pointing up, and so it'll go in, and then they flip it back the other way. Anyway, it's complicated. I wouldn't recommend doing that during a race for your very first time. My personal belief is if it's a training bike, a bike that you don't race on, you might as well go ahead and put this stuff in and save yourself a lot of money and frustration and lost time changing flats. So that's it. All right. It's been fun. Cool. Check it all out at zentriathlon.com.